No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona Wildcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense, and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got out of trouble and throws. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged. Ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Pulls it in. It's Owen. Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college.
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and they blocked it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down play from the gun. Then the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. 2nd down coming up. Might as well stick with him. Still on his feet at the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's good. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of met.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Dalton. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's good. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On the move. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they're able to get him on the ground. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
I I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harvin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Arizona comes out with another first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He'll get rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. It's complete. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Arizona right back to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's going for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the 2nd half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with the lone back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's good. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's good. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Owen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Arizona runs out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Smashes through the tackle. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Going right to work up top. They're working that left side. And how about... what the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
Quickly complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Tavai. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here's a heat. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tavai. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
All right, offense, let's go. That defense can't stop you. Come on, these guys, man.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throwing right. Finds his man open. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the run, it's Buchanan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And some room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Punt is in the air. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking deep down the right side. Pass is broken up, incomplete. So let's check out this penalty marker.
Pass interference.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.